Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. I do have a blue tongue because I just ate Airhead. You guys, I gave up candy for literally weeks, but I caved yesterday or the day before and I got candy. Anyway, I'm drinking water though. I'm headed out somewhere and I have to do my makeup. So I thought I'd do my makeup on camera, kill some birds with a couple stones, and I'll do my makeup and then we can talk about what I want to talk about today. I cannot find my concealer. Hold up. Never mind, I found it. So I wanted to talk about Beyonce and the documentary, the Homecoming documentary. Y'all knew I was going to talk about it. So here we is. These videos are always confusing for me. And I'm going to tell you why. They're confusing for me. I'm talking about videos where I do my makeup because you have to know when you stop, where to edit. It's a lot. It's more, people think get ready with me's are the easiest thing to do because you're just sitting there doing something you would already do, but it's not true. Get ready with me's take the most editing, the most, unless you're just going to have an hour-long video, you know? So yeah, I'm going to drink my water. So 2 nights ago, I watched Beyonce's special, her Homecoming documentary. I was pretty aware of the fact that Beyonce was going to be putting out a Netflix documentary. I need to hold this up on something. A Netflix documentary. I am pretty tagged in on all things Beyonce because I am a proud member of the Beehive. And not only am I a proud member of the Beehive, but I am an OG member of the Beehive. A lot of people since 2013, when Beyonce put out her self-titled album, that's when the waves kind of turned and everyone became a Beyonce fan. My skin is horrible, you guys. Everyone became a Beyonce fan. But that was not always the case. Anyone who has been a Beyonce fan for a very long time or who has been attentive in pop culture can tell you that liking Beyonce is something that just became cool. It just became cool to like Beyonce. Ever since Beyonce stepped out of the scene and up until 2013, liking Beyonce got you a lot of flack. People used to always say Beyonce was fake. She used to bleach her skin. Her and Jay-Z weren't in a real relationship. She wouldn't be shit without Jay-Z. She's only successful because she's light-skinned. Kelly Rowland is more talented than her. They had every excuse for why not to like Beyonce. But social media came around and it was now well documented how great Beyonce was. If you are someone who pays attention to Beyonce, there is no way on God's green earth you can say that this woman is not amazing. The woman is just leaps and bounds ahead of any of her contemporaries. Like, she is just good. She is good. There's nothing you can say against that. The girl is good. So it became, actually, I would say when she did the Super Bowl, that's why I say 2013. When she did the Super Bowl for the very first time, that's when people kind of was like, Beyonce's that bitch. It was her first huge performance where people were able to really see, like, this woman is everything and more. And so people started to like her. And then what made it even more popping was then she dropped self-titled. She started the whole surprise release thing. Everyone was releasing surprise releases. It got so tired so quickly, but she started that and she released on Fridays. She started that. There were just so many things. That era was so, look how much makeup is on this side of my face. Anyway, that era was just, it was outstanding. It was outstanding. So anyways, we've yet to talk about Homecoming. So that's just, yeah. So I've been a fan of Beyonce for as long as I can remember. I've been to several Beyonce concerts. Beyonce news gets past me. Now, I do want to say I am not an obsessive fan like I used to be. I used to be one of the girls who wanted to have my first tattoo was going to be a Beyonce and Frank Ocean tattoo. I love Beyonce, I love Frank Ocean, and I love Bruno Mars. Now, Bruno Mars, because this is a Get Ready With Me, I don't even have to stay on topic, whatever. Bruno Mars is one of the first artists newer artists I started to stan. I fell in love with Bruno Mars when I was in middle school. and I loved him. Before he had hit records, I loved Bruno Mars. I remember I used to just stare at the Billboard Hot 100 and wait to see if his songs would go up the charts. And so now that he's so successful, there's this place in my heart where I'm like, I was a part of that. I was there, to see his come up. But now as an adult, I don't really get jiggy with Bruno Mars music. I love his old music. All of Bruno Mars music I enjoy. But I don't stan him in the same way I did as a kid, but I still do consider him one of the people. I don't want to leave my house. Have you ever had a breakout and you don't want to leave your house because your skin looks wretched? That's how I feel. Ew. So, I'm not as excessive as a Beyonce fan as I was. I'm not as excessive of a Bruno Mars fan as I was, as a Frank Ocean fan as I was. I've grown. I think I've grown out of my stan years. I stan Beyonce, but I don't vocally stan Beyonce. You guys don't understand. Before there was a Twitter and an Instagram, there were blog sites. Blog sites was where you went to get all the celebrity culture, all the celebrity gossip, blah, blah, blah. So anything Beyonce related would get on these blog sites. And you know how the Instagram has the shade room, and then the shade room comments, people be arguing back and forth. That's how the comment section used to be on these blog sites. So I used to be on these blog sites defending Beyonce's life. Media Takeout, Nicole Bitchy, Concrete Loop, all these sites, you can look them up. They probably don't even exist. Media Takeout I know still exists. I don't think Concrete Loop or Nicole Bitchy still exist. Nicole Bitchy was a good site. But anyways, yeah. So I used to defend Beyonce on there. Then Twitter came along and I joined the Beehive on Twitter and I was defending, you guys, I used to keep receipts in my phone to drag people. We used to have dragging parties where you would literally just take someone, let's say somebody is a Mariah Carey fan. You would just have receipts to drag Mariah Carey's fans. It was a fun time. Looking back on it, it was stupid and you could have been doing something better with your time. But I promise you, I don't regret a single thing of it. If I ever got rich and famous, I would talk about how I used to be a stan. You know how when celebrities get really big, people like to bring up old tweets of theirs to say how problematic they are? I cannot wait to get famous so someone can bring up my old tweets. I want to be able to explain every single tweet I've ever tweeted to the world. Yes, I called Taylor Swift a bow-legged Hitler, but this is why. I just want to be able to explain all the drags I had, because all's fair in love and being a stan. We are 8 minutes in and I have not even gotten to the topic of conversation. So anyways, I was fully aware of the fact that Beyonce was probably gonna hit us with a documentary because I'm connected, But of course, Beyonce does everything in secret. But when Netflix released the promo pic and it just said Homecoming, I knew it was Beyonce. They couldn't fool me. I knew it was Beyonce. Then of course they announced it was Beyonce and I was hyped. Now, I was a little worried. Beyonce's documentaries, her tour documentaries are never that good. Never that good. I love her I Am one and I love Live from Revel, but I do not On the Run was the last one she did and it wasn't good. On the Run is a great tour. I went to it, but the tour documentary that she did for HBO was not good. I don't know why. It was just bad. And Beyonce does a lot of, it's raining, oh my God. Beyonce does a lot of the work herself. So it's she's no editor, but sometimes she be thinking she is. And it's just sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't. So I was a little worried about that. And I was worried that we weren't going to get any behind the scenes stuff. Beyonce loves to give you a tour video, like a tour DVD or movie, and there's no behind the scenes. I do not want a tour documentary in the year 2019 that has no behind the scenes. I could go on YouTube and watch footage. I already illegally downloaded her Coachella performance on my computer. I didn't need it to be on Netflix, so I was just like, please have something more. And of course, Beyonce being Beyonce, she did not disappoint. This was absolutely amazing. Amazing. Beyonce is amazing. Beyonce is a visionary. The word to describe Beyonce is visionary. Beyonce has a vision. She executes her vision, and then she executes it to the highest level. There is no person in any field on this planet Earth who is executing at a higher level than her. There are people who are executing at the same level. Serena Williams, there are people who are executing the same. But as far as anyone doing it better than her, no. She does her job to the best of her abilities. She's no different than a lawyer who does their job at the best of their abilities, a doctor who does their job at the best of their abilities, a teacher. She, in her profession, she is executing at the highest level, And it makes me sad because Beyonce puts in all this work, right? And it just sucks that there's no one to compete with her. In the sense, I know she gets, bored. I just feel like she gets bored. If there was someone pushing Beyonce to be better, it'd be one thing. But no one, as far as being an entertainer, no one is seeing Beyonce. No one is doing half of what she is doing on stage. No one is a visionary in the same way that she is on stage. It's not happening. No one is putting in the effort that she is putting in. So I know she must sit at home sometimes and just be like, why am I doing this? People are getting far more, doing so much less work. People are literally doing the bare minimum and getting accolades like they're doing everything. And she's over here not eating a damn plant-based diet. And for what? For what? That just shows you how much Beyonce cares about her job. How much Beyonce cares about her fans. How much she cares about what she's doing. The music industry is one of the laziest industries around right now. I was thinking about this. If you watch television shows, if you watch movies, if you watch orchestras or whatever, all things a part of entertainment, you see people executing at the highest level. Look at the TV shows we have. TV shows nowadays have actors and actresses who are executing at the highest level. The producers, the writers, everyone executing at the highest level. Let's go into movies. We're getting some of the best made movies we have seen in forever at the highest level with some of the best movie stars executing at the highest level. But go to the music industry and people are lazy. The laziness. And the thing is, if a movie sucks, no one's going to go see the movie, right? If a television show sucks, has bad acting, no one's going to watch the television show. But for some reason in the music industry, if you suck, everyone still listens to you. Everyone still listens to your music. Everyone still streams your music. People go to your concerts. People aren't even, oh my God. Beyonce has a whole part of this documentary where she talks about how people don't rehearse. People don't rehearse. People are just going up on stage, doing the literal bare minimum, getting a check and calling it a day because no one cares. People ask me why I don't care about the music industry as much as I used to, because I used to be a music industry aficionado. People ask me why I don't care anymore, and I'm going to tell you the answer to that question. Because they don't care. The reason why I only care about Beyonce and I only care about the Bruno Mars and I only care about the Frank Oceans, because what they do They care about and they do it well. There is no better songwriter out right now than Frank Ocean. Bruno Mars is the best male entertainer right now. He is like, these people are actually caring about their craft. Kendrick Lamar care about what they are doing. They take time. Everything is done with intention. Everything is done with intention. There are a select few of the Frank Ocean, the Bruno Mars, the Kendrick Lamars, the Beyoncés. There's a few of them in a whole garbage bag of people who don't care, who aren't executing at the best of their abilities. And that's what I can't get behind. I can't do it. I can't rummage through all the mediocrity to find the few people who take their craft seriously. That's the thing. No one takes it seriously. Music has become a means to something else. Like, if you're in the music industry, you're basically in the music industry until you can go do something else. If it's Rihanna, until you can go do makeup. If it's ASAP Rocky until you can go do fashion. Kanye until you can go do fashion. It always has to be a means to something else. And it shows. Before, it didn't show. You had to still be good in order for anyone to pay attention to you. But now we live in a day and age to where you don't even have to pretend like you care about music. You don't even have to pretend like you are good at music. You don't have to care. People still go. People still buy your music. People still are invested in you. And I'm just like, I can't do it, you guys. I can't do it. So back to the documentary. What else? First of all, Beyoncé. A lot of people like to pretend like Beyoncé doesn't have a personality, and that is a big bother to me. Beyonce has a personality the same way you have a goddamn personality. What do y'all expect? Do y'all expect Beyonce to be Will Smith and cracking jokes every day on Instagram? Do you want her to be her mom and have funny day Thursdays, whatever joke Thursday is? Is that what y'all want from damn Beyonce? Like, why? We live in such an age of relatability. Like, you feel like if your celebrity isn't in your face 24/7, they can't have a personality. Why do celebrities have to be interesting to y'all? Why? I don't care if Beyonce is funny. She's not my friend. I don't care if she tells me what her children are doing. I don't care if she tells me what her and her husband are doing. She's not my friend. As much as I would love to be friends with Beyonce, we're not. And I'm not about to sit here and pretend like we are. Beyonce is not my friend. Beyonce doesn't want to be my friend, okay? There's some hard truths in this world, and that is one of them. Me and Beyonce are not friends. So I don't need her. Would I love for her to be in my face all the time? Yes. But I don't need her to. I don't need celebrities to constantly remind me that they're regular people. I am fully aware that Beyonce is a regular person. I am fully aware of the fact that she will die just like the rest of us. She uses the bathroom just like the rest of us. She eats just like the rest of us. I'm fully aware of her humanness. I don't need her to remind me that she is a human being. I see human beings every goddamn day. So if I don't see Beyonce on my timeline every day, I'm good, you guys. I'm good. So yes, I just feel like Beyonce is able to be transparent and also closed off at the same time. She's mastered it. And it took time. It took some time, but she's there. And you can just tell, if anyone has been a fan of Beyonce for a very long time, she understands it now. She gets it. Beyonce, it's just, I can't even put into words what is so Alexa, stop. There go Alexa again. I told her to set me an alarm. Oh, shit. So, yeah. Other than that, I absolutely adored this documentary. I thought it was so good. I thought it was so well planned out. I thought it was so well executed. Yeah. That's pretty much all I really have to say. It was so, if you have not seen it, it's on Netflix and it's just perfection. Do I believe Beyonce is the best entertainer of all time? Yes, I honestly believe Beyonce is the best entertainer of all time. I'm gonna get dragged because Michael Jackson fans are gonna come on my stuff. If you think Michael Jackson is the best entertainer of all time, guess what? I'm not going to argue with you because that is a valid opinion. And just like I believe saying Beyonce is the best entertainer of all time is a valid opinion. So when people come and try to argue with me for making that statement, I'm like, you're making it seem like what I'm saying is like just not even practical. Like that can't be. And I'm like, you know, you wouldn't be like, if I told you right now, name someone random. If I told you that Britney Spears was the best entertainer of all time, you wouldn't even waste time to leave a comment because that's so outlandish, right? So the fact that you get upset that I say Beyonce might be the best entertainer of all time, it shows me how valid it is. You would not get mad if it didn't have validity to it. And that's just the tea of it all. That's just the tea. So anyways, I'm actually done with my face. That took a really quick time, and it had to take a quick time because not the video. The video is running at 21 minutes. But anyway, go watch Homecoming. Beyonce is great. I got someplace to be. That's why I'm rushing. But anyways, I love you guys so much. I will see you in my next one. Bye-bye.